Good morning to all my kids. Welcome to my online e-learning classes. Student, as you know that we have started revision work of chapter 7, that is Animal World, and in previous video I have completed only two body covering of the topic body coverings, that is cuticle and scales. Now I am going to start or continue the same topic, that is body covering, and in this topic I will cover shell, feathers and fur or wool. A part of this, next topic of the same chapter, that is breathing pattern of animals. So breathing in animals is also an important topic of this chapter. So I am going to start it also, and we will discuss or we will learn about different breathing habit in different animals. You know that every animal is different and everybody having their different system. So breathing pattern is also different in different animals. So this is all summary of today's video. Now let us start or begin the explanation portion with the help of book. So open your book, children. So children, as you know that we have done the body coverings, which is cuticle and scales, and now the shell, feathers, fur or wool has been left, which we will cover in today's video. So shell. Animal like tortoise, turtle and snail have hard outer covering called shell. You can see here the outer hard covering of the softer animal like snail is actually a protective body covering which gives shelter whenever the animal feel any danger. Then immediately the animal will insert or go inside or hide their body inside the harder shell. So these shell are the outer harder covering, okay, which is actually a protective covering and made up of calcium carbonate. When these animals sense danger, when they feel there is a danger, they easily or they immediately hide their body inside the harder shell. The next is feathers. Body of birds are covered with feathers. You know, the feather, these are the feather, and the whole bird's body has been covered with the feathers. These feathers help in the flying, as well as these feathers keep the bird's body warm. Okay, the feathers give heat as well as they help in flying. The next is fur or wool. So mammals means those animals who give birth to their young ones. So mammals like sheep and deer have fur or wool on their body. These protect them from cold and rain. You can see the fur or wool. The sheep, you can see the sheep. This is an image of sheep which have a thick layer of wool which actually protect them from the cold and rain. Okay, these wool keeps the sheep's body warm. Bears have fur and sheep have wool on their body. Okay. Now the body coverings of some animals like zebra, tiger, grasshopper merge with their surroundings. There are some animals whose body color actually resembles with the surroundings, and these animals can easily hide their bodies behind the surroundings, like the zebra, which having the stripes, black and white stripes on their body, and they easily hide their body with any dry leaves, behind any dry leaves, bushes, and sometimes behind the rocks. Similarly, tiger, the color of the tiger easily merges with the dried bushes or dried leaves. Then grasshopper is having a green body color which easily mixes with the green plants. Okay, so these are the animals which easily hide their body or merge their body with the surroundings. It makes animals hard to detect or identify, and then they can easily protect their body with the enemies, with their enemies. This property of hiding their body color or merging their body with the surrounding is called camouflage. Okay, camouflage. Animals like chameleon can change their color to match the surroundings. There are the lizard, the garden lizard or the chameleon. These are the animals which easily changes their body color, and they can easily matches the body color with the surrounding. So it is very difficult to identify or recognize the animal, and by changing their color they can easily protect their body with the enemies. So this is known as camouflage. Children, this word is very important, and this definition is also an important definition. Okay, so this is given on page number 59. Now we can move towards the breathing in animals. So breathing, taking oxygen inside the body and removing carbon dioxide from the body is known as breathing or respiration. There are two gases which plays an important role in the breathing, that is carbon dioxide and oxygen. Oxygen is the gas which enters inside the body, and this oxygen is important for the respiration, whereas oxygen is an pure air, and carbon dioxide is, we can say in a layman language or in a common way, the carbon dioxide is the impure gas which is released out from the nose or from the body. So these are the two gases which is important, or which is the part of respiration. So animal breathe in oxygen and breathe out carbon dioxide. These two names are important. So you have to you should know the carbon dioxide and what is oxygen. What is the role of oxygen? What is the role of carbon dioxide? Land animals means the animal who live on land breathe in oxygen from the air directly. Okay, because we all are living on the land, so we are taking oxygen from the land, from the air, whereas the animal who are found inside the water or the aquatic animals take the oxygen from the water. Different animals have different organs for breathing. Every animal is different from each other, so they have different body organ for breathing. Like insects breathe through the air holes. There are so many holes. These air holes are called spiracles. So these air holes are called spiracles. These are present along the side of their bodies, and spiracles lead into a network of air tubules called trachea. So these holes are found both the sides of the animal body or the insect body, and these spiracles lead into, they open into a air tubules. These air tubules make a network which are called trachea. So we can say, if the question will ask write down the organ name by which insect breathe, or breathing organ of the insect. So the insects breathe out through the spiracles, which are a type of hole. Okay, now the next is fish. Fish live inside the water. Fishes breathe through the gills. So gills are found here, and these gills absorb water. These gills absorb oxygen and remove the excess water and carbon dioxide. So water and give out carbon dioxide from the blood. Like fishes, prawns, crabs and tadpoles, we can say that all the aquatic animals like fishes, prawns, crabs and tadpoles breathe through the gills. So breathing organ of the fishes are gills. Okay. Now the next is frog. Frog breathes through the moist skin in water and lungs on land. This is very important line. Only the frog is the animal which is known as amphibian, because it can easily survive on the land as well as inside the water. So they breathe through the skin inside the water and through the lungs on the land. So there are two breathing organs in the frog, lungs and moist skin. So frog breathe through the moist skin when they live inside the water, and they breathe through the lungs when they live on land. Now the next important thing is reptiles. Reptiles, birds and mammals. Reptiles means all the snake, crocodiles, these kind of animal. Birds, flying animals, and mammals who give birth to their young babies. So reptiles, birds and mammals, these are the class. They breathe through the lungs. They breathe through the lungs. So you have to remember this line, that reptiles, birds and mammals breathe through the lungs. Okay. In birds, air enters through the holes on the upper beak. In birds, there are two holes on the beak. These are the like nostrils in humans. So in mammals, air enters through the nose, like we have nose, and we can inhale the oxygen by the nose into the lungs, where exchange of gases occur. So we can say that oxygen or air enters through the nose, and then it goes into the lungs, where the exchange of gases occurs. Means oxygen goes inside the body, inside the blood vessels, and the carbon dioxide release out through the nose. Oxygen from the air passes into the blood, and carbon dioxide from the blood passes into the air. The air containing carbon dioxide is then breathed out through the nose. So exchange of gases is very important term. This exchange of gases means the oxygen which is present outside of the mammal's body, and carbon dioxide which is present inside the body, animal body. So exchange of gases means oxygen is essential for the human body, or important for the essential for the animal's body, whereas carbon dioxide have to be expelled out from the body. So oxygen goes inside the body by the nose into the lungs, and then it goes into the different body part, into the blood vessels, and from the blood vessels carbon dioxide, which is impure gas, it immediately goes into the lungs, and then through the nose it will expel out into the atmosphere. This is known as exchange of gases. The air containing carbon dioxide is then breathed out through the nose. So all the impure air or gases which having very good amount of carbon dioxide is released through the nose, because it is very poisonous. So breathing, which is the breathing gas? Oxygen. Oxygen is required for breathing, and it is required for life. So children, this is all for today. I hope you all have understood the topic breathing in animals, and the remaining topic, that is the body covering. So thank you for watching this video, children, and if you have still any confusion related to any topic, please ask me during the class time or after the class, because it is essential for me to know that you are not getting or you are not understanding the topic. So I will repeat it or I will explain it, but you have to tell me, and for this you have to watch all the videos properly and completely, because I am making this video for you only, children. So thank you for watching this video, and stay home and stay safe.